Well, today's video is a little bit different. I'm going to talk about a book I read when I was a little girl. It's called The Doll's House. So it was part of my childhood, and I just thought I'd like to share it with you. So, British author Rumer Godden was born on December 10th, 1907, and she passed away on November 8th, 1998. And she was a British author that published more than 60 fiction and nonfiction books, 9 of which have been made into full feature films, most notably The Black Narcissus in 1947 and The River in 1951. The Doll's House was first published in 1947. And it's just such a sweet little story. This is a picture of the actual book that I had when I was a kid. So it's a story about Tottie, who's a tiny wooden doll who lives with a family in a shoebox. And the doll family are owned by 2 little girls, Emily and Charlotte, who they love very much. The only thing that the little doll family long for is a home of their own, and their dream finally comes true when the children inherit a Victorian dollhouse that they fix up to make a home for this little doll family. Now, Tottie, who's the main character, is an antique Grotner tall, and I think I butchered that name, but an antique 1850s wooden dollhouse doll. And she's the main character of the story. As she's the oldest doll in the family, she seems to be the wisest. Mr. Plantagenet is a former Scotsman doll who was reassigned a lovely checkered suit, and his lovely wife Bertie, whose cellophane lightweight body is a bit of a scatterbrained lady. It's very difficult to expect a lot from her, as she originally came from a Christmas cracker, and what she lacks in brain power, she does make up with for the love that she has for her entire family. And finally, there's baby Apple, who is the baby of the family. And he's made from stuffed fleece with wool hair and a cheeky little red boy's school uniform. Apple is always getting into some sort of trouble and very much enjoys doing somersaults down the stairwells. The antagonist in this book is a very lovely porcelain doll named March Payne, whose perfect blue glass eyes that open and close bring to the table a haughty and cruel narcissistic element. The little doll family must band together in order to keep what matters most to them. Lottie, the oldest doll in the family, leads this unlikely little family into the future, while the 2 human children have no idea about the complex relationship that exists inside their playroom. Really, on the surface of this book, it's just a simple story of childhood imagination, but it does explore the notion of class, fairness, kindness, and justice in a way that will surprise you. With its old-fashioned language and charm, it'll bring you back to days gone by. It's a charming little book that's actually written for children, but I think adults alike will really enjoy it. In the early 1980s, the BBC had a little TV program called Lottie's The Little Dollhouse, and they had a few episodes, although I'm not sure if they're lost in BBC history or if they still exist today. Shown here are the dolls that were used on the television show, and I do remember that television show, although my memory is a little faded. And here's the 2 little girls that would have played Emily and Charlotte. Yeah, and that would be Miss March, the evil doll. And but look how beautiful that doll is. just absolutely gorgeous with real glass eyes. And once again, the little girl that played Emily. It's one of those things that's like really, really difficult to find and drag up on the internet. Very difficult indeed. The dollhouse that they used for this particular TV program was really, really quite beautiful. As you can see here, these are just some still shots of some of the scenes from the TV program. I love the little girl doll that they use for Tottie, although I don't think she's quite as realistic as what an 1850s doll would have looked like. But cute nonetheless. You can see how tiny she is compared to the other two dolls. In the book, I remember both March Payne as well as Tottie get to meet Queen Elizabeth. So I just remember that being really fascinating when I was a little kid. I have a very vague recollection of this television program. The thing I think I remember the most is the dollhouse itself and the beautiful furnishings that were inside it, and wishing that I could own it myself. There is indeed a website dedicated to Rumer Godden, so it's rumergodden.com, literary trust. So you can go there and read all about all of her works and the fascinating life that she led. Really super interesting read. This book is still available on Amazon. You can purchase it online or probably at your local bookstore. So it's called The Doll's House by Rumer Godden. I know doing history videos and videos like this are probably not the most popular on my YouTube channel. However, they're the ones that I enjoy the most and are dearest to my heart. I sincerely hope that at least a few of you will go and pick up this book and read it, because it is just such a cleverly written little novel. I'd like to thank you once again for indulging me today. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. It's free to do so, and it really does help my channel grow. I'd be interested in hearing in the comments how many of you have actually read this during your childhood. Please also hit the like button, because that helps my channel as well. And if you hit that notification bell, you'll know every time I upload a new video. Once again, everyone, have the best day ever.